Hey everybody, George Chamberlain here, watching your dollars on this Tuesday morning. Here it is, the 19th of July. We're moving through this month quickly, aren't we? Yesterday was a tough day on Wall Street as we came back from the weekend. And as I mentioned yesterday, I think a lot of people were hoping that we would come back from the weekend with some resolution to this silly debt ceiling debate that's going on back in D.C. with all this political posturing. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but one of my favorite Will Rogers lines said there's two things you don't want to watch being made. One is sausage and the other is laws. And we're certainly seeing that right now because this is an ugly, ugly process that's going on. And then throw into the hopper a little bit of continued concerns about what's happening over in Europe. And it was a perfect day for the markets to go down. And at one point in time, the Dow yesterday was down 177 points. We came back a bit and finished with a loss of 94 points at 12,385. Now, this morning we're out of the chute with some very strong quarterly earnings reports from some of America's best companies. IBM, Coca-Cola, Harley-Davidson, all reporting results from the past 3 months that were very, very good, and that's what's pushing those stocks up and the rest of the market as well. Harley-Davidson, by the way, is a great story. A motorcycle from Harley-Davidson, for most people, is a discretionary item. You don't have to have it. Most of the people I know that ride hogs are doing it because it's a hobby for them. It's not their main source of transportation, okay? And so when we got into economic trouble, sales of those bikes really dropped off. Earlier this year, the company had forecasted they would ship worldwide about 215,000 motorcycles. Today, they raised that number to 235,000. That's a big increase. Good news. Good to see that company coming back. It's one of the great American companies, no doubt about that. What else was I going to mention here? Tough news for Borders, although I think everybody knew this was coming. They filed for bankruptcy a few months ago. We're waiting to get some financing to get them through the bankruptcy process. They shut down a lot of stores. They only had one remaining store here in San Diego County. I think they had 6 of them, and they had to shut the 5 of them down. They didn't get the financing, and yesterday they confirmed that they're going to go through liquidation now. And so our one remaining store, there are still 399 Border stores across the country, but only one in San Diego. They will, beginning on Friday, begin to liquidate all of their assets. And that'll pretty much leave it all in the hands of Barnes & Noble, being the only real book and music seller that has a brick-and-mortar presence out there. For us consumers, it's good news. You're going to get some great bargains. The store in Mission Valley is a great store. I was just there yesterday, and it is a really great store with lots of good merchandise. So they're going to liquidate it. They're going to get rid of the stuff in there as fast as they can. So other than that, we're doing okay. One other thing real quick. Oil prices, which were down yesterday, up a bunch today, so we're up to back around $98 a barrel. I noticed my neighborhood gas station prices went up a penny, so we're finally starting to see a little bit of upward movement in oil and gasoline prices. Watching your dollar, I'm George Chamberlain. Have a good one.